Hello everyone, My Hero Academia Chapter 330. We have Shigaraki versus Star and Stripe, and we also have Star and Stripe's quirk, and we also have more on All for One taking over Shigaraki's body and what exactly is there. This is a quick chapter review for My Hero Academia Chapter 330. Let's go. So let's start this one off by talking about Star and Stripe's quirk. It's called New Order, and it allows Star to put orders on people and things. How it exactly works? Well, let's talk about its conditions and flaws as well. The conditions are fairly simple. It works like this, in this order. 1. She must touch the target. 2. She must name the target. 3. She gives the order. However, the biggest flaw for this quirk is the fact that it can only keep 2 orders active at a time. So next up is Shigaraki versus Star. This fight there's not much happening. Shigaraki is still very comfortable using multiple quirks, but he still gets mopped by Star, obviously. That's the #1 hero in the world after all. Shigaraki's regeneration is also OP, but he still gets mopped. Finally, Star tried to end Shigaraki for good, but she fails because her quirk did not activate. Why is that? One of the conditions did not fulfill, and it seems like the name was gotten wrong by Star. And I will talk more about that at the last segment of this video because it's still up for speculations. And finally, there's a new development in All for One and Shigaraki and in what's happening with the two. We already know that All for One was trying to take over Shigaraki's body, but what we didn't know is the fact that he was not exactly kicking Shigaraki out. We didn't know what All for One's plans was for him. Turns out that All for One still wants Shigaraki to be present in the body, which is why he will merge with him. That's still very unclear, but the reason why All for One wants to do that is because he wants the hatred Shigaraki Tomura have, so he can steal All for One from Midoriya, obviously. And finally, let's start by talking about the important questions in this chapter overall. The first one being is, how effective is Star and Stripe's quirk exactly? I don't think it will have any limits when it comes to what it will work on, but I think it will have a lot of limits when it comes to the command she can give to these things, because you can't just make weird shit, obviously. And 2, let's talk about why New Order did not work on Shigaraki. Well, obviously it's because of the name, but there are a lot of things that could actually be the reason why. The first one is Shigaraki Tomura is not his birth name, and she must use the birth name. 2, maybe because All for One's conscience is within Shigaraki right now, there is the possibility that All for One did switch with Shigaraki when she gave the order, which potentially just rendered the whole New Order quirk ineffective, which will make it possible for All for One and Shigaraki to remove that quirk whenever they feel like it, as they can just go back and forth whenever they feel like it. And the last reason that why it didn't work is because All for One and Shigaraki are merging together, meaning they are in the birthing process and they don't have a name yet, which is why it couldn't have worked on them, I guess. And finally, we want to talk about how the combination of All for One and Shigaraki is gonna work. Is it gonna work with both of them being conscious, or is it work like One for All where one of the two is inside and the other one is outside controlling the body, or is it gonna be switching between the two? However, the question that I want to put out is, if one of them is in control, who is it gonna be exactly? Because if All for One is planning to take over Shigaraki, then that is going to be very difficult, seeing that he wants his hatred to control All for One. And maybe Shigaraki's will is a bit too much even for All for One, and he will be the one taking control after that. Anyway, that's it for the quick review. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.